3 more stores are out at Knoxville Center Mall. Spencer's, GameStop, and Sprint are all leaving. Hot topic there is having a big 50% off sale as it prepares to close as well. But at least 2 businesses are seeing success. And 10 News reporter Sean Franklin talked to one owner who says she is happy to continue investing in the mall.
It's true. The parking lot here at Knoxville Center Mall used to be a lot fuller. More stores are closing, but one store in particular is expanding, and the owner says she expects a bright future.
We have over 1,000 wedding gowns on the floor from 000 to 32.
Some businesses might be moving out of Knoxville Center Mall. The wedding and prom dress store, The Gilded Gown, is expanding.
Our bridal has grown at least 4 times in the last 4 years. And it's basically pushed our prom business out of the building. Owner
Jackie Wadsworth says because her store is destination shopping, she's doubled her space from about 6,400 square feet to nearly 12,000.
Foot traffic is wonderful. We are destination shopping, so that's why we have to be strong on social media. Only 1 to 3% of the population are brides, so that is one of the reasons we engage.
Her growth comes as other stores close. 3 stores have announced they're moving out: Sprint, GameStop, and Spencer's.
It's always good to see some success.
Ronnie Collins is the president of the nearby Alice Bell Neighborhood Association.
We're always hoping that things are going to turn around.
He says the Gilded Gowns expansion, the December opening of a laser tag arena and event space Next Level Knoxville, gives the neighborhood some hope. But he says he wants to see more.
There's been talk from them, too, about some residential development on the property and stuff. We would like to maybe see that start happening.
For Wadsworth, she sees a profitable future.
And locally owned businesses have huge opportunity in this mall.
Wadsworth says she's been pushing other store owners to come here to the mall to hopefully drive more growth. We'll send it back to you.